So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge. Huh. Not going to lie. You've come to us. Now we're just hiding. Good talk. I've been dreaming of this. Everything was pretty fine till a couple of years ago. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but then one day, everything was pretty fine till a couple of years ago. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sort of thinks. Then one day, the Discípulos wanted all of Ebside. In serious goddamn military hardware. I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals... Yeah, goodbye.
love a down, love a dream.
If you're looking for supplies, this is the place. Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's... Oh, I don't have a problem with this place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings, refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, pays off Neon security to keep his place safe. A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing. Just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances, watch each other's backs. Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about it. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Yes, of course. On behalf of Rosa and I, thank you. Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. He can be surprising. Oh, dear Lord. All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to... They are. Definitely. Lesser. All right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. This is a one... I don't want anything to do with this madness after them. That's not a discount. That's robbery. Don't think I'm desperate or anything. I try to be. Fine, fine. You can have your discount if you just stop your yapping. Get the armor over to Madam... I had to chase more zone heads out of here. I hope. Let me know if we can make a deal. First time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. After that, I tried to speak to him. He's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Arrived in Neon almost 3 years ago. I'd gotten a job at Xenofresh, friend, working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. Thanks for stopping by our shop. I've had enough, Rosa.
Could possibly want.
Tevin Anastas has run into some trouble. Word to the wise, you don't want a piece of it.
have to eat fish for dinner.
I'd rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Going to lose it.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your trunks. We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
And that's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol? Hell, at first I thought you were some dumb thrill seeker. But you're, well, pretty awesome. Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back? Then we all go in together. You heard the plan. Let's do it.
You itching to be an organ donor? Screw this!
Sample out of you.
Lay down some
What this time for nothing?
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now. You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence, a bit of murder. Word is, all this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh? As I can see. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the Disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The Disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security Black. Or, you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. The best way to fight gang violence is getting your own pet gang. Trust me, they'll fit right in on the force. Setting street rat against street rat is pretty elegant, right? Don't take too long. Time to onboard the new hires.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Epside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. You really think anyone cares who stabs who in Ebside? What's your take? It's almost too much to hope for.
This is the chance to leave your life of crime behind you. I would take it before it disappears.
Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us, know we'll be forever grateful. With resources and backup, the streets are gonna be safer. It looks like the strikers are retiring. And here's your cut.
Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which Chunks would you like?
Ready to make your ultimate discovery? Step through the door.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah.
Welcome
I'm
to
feeling
Sick
a
Hearts
little burnt
Outfitters.
I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the rooftops and watching lightning hit the span?
You know, but
Be there, intrepid explorer. Ready to make your ultimate discovery?
Submit your application now at the Okay. Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. I don't believe he is. No. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting. I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all. It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Thank you for stopping by.
I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't
Poor
planet
Jane.
they were.
Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man. When we first opened our business, I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Okay, here you are. Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah?
We have everything you could
Let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of
Come on in, please. Have a good look around. Welcome to Zighart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, don't need it. I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh, yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Easy for him to say, he doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. All right. I have plenty of supplies for your next... My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here, it has not always been easy, but I've been... You won't find another store like mine on Neon. So... Absolutely. Here's everything I could. Hello there! We can, but I still don't see why I should join the Merchants Alliance when my business is at stake. Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security, but he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. It's fine in theory, but This isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time. Really? I didn't know that. But I suppose they used to treat me with but they have to understand. I could lose my business if I don't pay Dexler's fees. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach. Don't worry. I'll stop making the...
Hey there, intrepid explorer. Ready to make your ultimate discovery?
Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
Got those two. Just don't even bother with
Hey there. Welcome to Newell's. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was... I recognize. This whole time I've been so angry at Siegert for making those payments. Never bothered to ask him why.
What did I tell you? You assume the worst in people and you'll make it so.
I knew when I told you so was coming, but I guess I deserve it. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
Now, James, I don't want you to get it. Chat.
You looking to get zoned?
Demanded the job. He'd like that? That's the notion. Don't just gaze at this. Peaceful. What if he doesn't like it? It'd be felt necessary. I believe that when a door closes, be the universe.
Yeah? Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place. So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. Are you serious? You're just gonna completely blow me off like that? I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
The few times I've dealt with Benjamin Bayou in the past have been rather unpleasant, to say the least.
All right, I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it. That's because you're planning it for me as a favor. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own. It might be wireless, but you aren't going to be able to use it from here, genius. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place. The catch is that Komiko's having a little fling with Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate. Not much to tell, really. Thanks to their nifty little conduction grid, they're able to provide power for the entirety of Neon. Damn thing was supposed to be some kind of miracle invention, turning lightning into usable electricity. Neat trick, right? Only catch is that you need a planet like Voli where lightning strikes often enough to make it feasible. Guess how many of those exist? Ding! If you said 0, you're absolutely correct. So Generdyne has been in dire financial straits for years. Loaning them credits? No, that's not how things work around here. The only reason they haven't folded is because they charge exorbitant fees for power. I'm talking 2 or 3 times what it costs in New Atlantis. Okay, now, on to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all that delicious profit? Ding, ding, ding! That's 2 in a row! Give this rook a prize! It's good old Benny Bayou. That's son of a bitch has a finger in every single pie in the sorry excuse for a city. Generdyne's no different. All off the books, of course. How the hell do you think Grayson Bayou got the job down there? It wasn't because of his good looks or smarts, I can promise you that. Pretty laid-back club over in Ebside. Owner's name is Micah. She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up. The little Aurora lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine. Said she modeled it after opium dens on old Earth. Bayou takes a cut of the profits, of course, but rumor says it's way less than he usually takes. No one knows why. Businesswoman, tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayou, but rumor has it that she's just using Bayou and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants. Nepotism gets him the job at Generdyne as their chief technician, yet the guy doesn't know the first thing about electrical engineering. They obviously invented the position just to give the moron a salary, one of the many poorly kept secrets in Neon. Frankly, I think he's such a screw-up Benjamin Bayou stuck his ass in that facility under the city to keep him out of the limelight. Don't let Komiko push you around. She isn't as tough as she seems.
Astral Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's at.
Whatever it is, make it quick.
There's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great.
If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3, he'd be able to provide enough fuel to power every ship in the settled systems.
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's neon.
I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view... up there.
Yeah, what? This is important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. You're here about the conduction grid tour. Shut it down a year ago. See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That side's looking like some sort of... Good. were, you'd be the 12th. Look, sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around. I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division. You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology. I actually need our CEO's approval for that. So far, it's been denied. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do? It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the Research and Development Division. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective. Yeah, get it. Don't want to get involved. Look, I still need to put the finishing touch on these reports. If you change your mind and you can help me decide, I'd really appreciate the help. As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble, ask away. Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. Can't discuss company matters like this. I hear you. Not happening. Yeah, I hope so. Maybe we can work something out. I hear you. Maybe need to think about it. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. Got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. Before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed. Spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company. One day, I hope to find out what it is. I've only been working here for a few years now. She's been my boss the entire time. Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think. Sure. Denodyne was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. Working from her facility in Neon, took her almost 25 years to get the conduction grid up and running. That was Genodyne's first and last major success. That's an excellent question, and the answer for it is surprisingly, the conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen as its primary development. Genodyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but nothing public has ever been announced. The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed electromagnetic absorption system. When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instantly distributed. The energy is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers to ensure, at this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly, from which... It was great speaking with you.
Are you supposed to be here? You don't want to pick a fight with me.
Got a problem? Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the Colony War that Paris used them as forward operating bases, all over the settled systems.
ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your
You're in the
banking
vanguard, right?
Lives, oh mortal lives, expire.